Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Vibes and Stuff, where I react to anime, old, new, and everything in between. And today we will be looking at episode 9 of Cowboy Bebop, entitled Jamming with Edward. I am excited for this episode after all the goodwill that episode 8 brought me. It was easily my second favorite episode of the series so far. Only second to episode 5, Ballad of Fallen Angels. The show's ability to fit so much story in that episode was amazing. And after I watched it, I went on like a 6-minute rant about how amazing it was and how much I enjoyed it. So I don't want to go too much today, because if you didn't see that, then watch that, because that's such a great episode, and that's one of my favorite reactions I've done. So if you watch that, I don't need to keep talking about it, because I didn't really pick up anything new. I just kind of like talking about it because it was so much fun, and it was so, perfect of an episode, and so much what I would love to see in every Cowboy Bebop episode, because they've shown it twice now that they can do it. Obviously, it's not going to happen every time, but it's cool to have that. So instead of rambling on and on about how amazing it was, just check out that episode, and let's get into today's episode of episode 9, Jamming with Edward. But before we do that, if you like the content and you want to subscribe or like or comment, that'd be great. It helps with engagement. I started doing this because I've noticed as I've gotten older, especially, that you kind of just blind through stuff and you don't really soak anything in. And I think for me, this was a conscious choice to be like, oh, what if I sit with my shows a bit more and have fun and go a week by week where I'm not just pushing through it and then it's done and that experience is over. I did that with Attack on Titan. That's what got me back into anime. And I just rushed through it. And I kind of wish that I could go back and rewatch it for the first time. And I'm kind of upset that I kind of killed the magic within, the 4 seasons within a span of 2.5 weeks. I would have liked to have, not as much as obviously they did, but in getting the episodes out, but a bit more time. So that's why I did this. So if you want to come along with that journey, that'd be great. I'd very much appreciate it. And we have a little community here. I think that would be a lot of fun and really cool. So yeah, enough of all that stuff. This is episode 9 of Cowboy Bebop, Jamming with Edward. Let's do it.
Nobody here. Always alone.
Aww. I take back my aw. Oh, so it was extraterrestrial.
Slight rock showers this morning. Chance of rock showers into the afternoon. 20%.
I'm gonna guess this is Edward.
Cloudy. Chance of rock showers this afternoon. 10%.
Oh, dude, they have VR. That's so cool.
Bebop, here! All right! Woohoo!
Oh. It's a girl, though, I think.
Today's top news story, the mysterious land carvings that have appeared suddenly in the off-limits area formerly known as South America. For a complete in-depth analysis, here's our expert on the supernatural,
Me, Yuri Kellerman, of course.
So Yuri, what can you tell us about these land carvings?
What
He's
can
guilty.
I tell you about them, Tom? They're definitely a message, a secret message from beyond.
When you say beyond, you mean from...
Aliens, of course.
But we know the land carvings were created by lasers coming from a man-made satellite. A satellite that has been orbiting in a dormant state for many decades.
That's so funny, making fun of the conspiracy theory.
By a net diver who hacked into the satellite's mainframe. And they just put out an 8 million wulong reward for the culprit. That's a very substantial bounty.
I'm gonna have to pass this time.
You leaving me alone
Yeah.
with her? Yeah, what's the problem? She's all gung-ho about this thing, you know.
Oh, Faye's gonna
I'm
go
not
for
the
it.
type to be led around by a woman.
Then you'll have to lead her around.
I'm even less the type to do that.
You know, Jet, it's easier to divide 8 million by 2 than by 3. It's a nice even number.
Here we go.
And hey,
On the hacker incident.
we're going back to the roots, baby. I love it.
Sources, the satellite is from an earlier era. The investigation has been delayed because the binary access codes are missing. All data seems to have been lost long ago. For commentary, here's Dr. Amjad.
Yes, yes.
Can you tell us about the relationship between the Earth and the hacker?
Yes, of course. As a result of the catastrophic gate accident 50 years ago, moon rocks began to shower the planet recurrently. Forced to migrate underground, the people of Earth built a network of supercomputers, which they put into orbit. These computers allowed them to stay in contact with those who were living out in space.
I see. And those computers
Alright.
became prime targets for hackers who sharpened their skills breaking the codes, thus creating a new breed of hacker with awesome powers.
You know what? That was well done. I get it. I got it.
Radical Edward! Come out! It's the police!
Okay, this Edward.
Oh no! What's wrong? Oh no!
There goes your ship.
There's no one in there!
This is where the satellite was when they hacked into it. This is the section we can access. First thing, I'll inspect all of the transmitters to see what kind of contact they've had.
I'll see what I can find out about the hackers working this area.
This one looks fun though. Oh. Did Edward get in? Oh,
I'm looking for hacker bounty head who caused land carvings. All right! Satellite from days of old, lead me to your access code.
she's not gonna be a rhyming character, is she?
Let's start with all the transmitters that are online right now.
Cool shot, cool shot.
Probably Ed, bro. He's a big mother, like maybe 7 feet tall. Used to play basketball, at least that's what everyone says.
I don't think that's our Ed.
Of course I know about Ed. They call him Radical Edward, a hacker with a beautiful yet whimsical technique.
No. Edward's only 3 years old. A freak of nature who loves horrible pranks, I hear.
No real information.
How about buying one since I gave you that info?
What are they?
You don't know? They're Piocos. They're famous here on Earth. Satellite that got hacked into. Tell me where you are. Ed wants those coordinates.
Kind of reminds me of the egg, the Philippines. Like with the chick in it. Balut, I think it's what it's called.
Ed's got the right satellite.
That's what it looked like.
But there hasn't been any contact from Earth at all. Only relays from other satellite transmitters. And nobody's hacked into it.
Here. Nobody here. Always alone.
Huh? A voice. Inside Ed's head? Inside the system? Who are you? Huh? What? What did you just say?
Who? You. Here. Always.
Edward. Ed's a net diver from Earth.
Earth?
Yeah, right. Hey, what's your name anyway?
I am the central processing unit on the D-135 artificial satellite.
Too stuffy.
What is
Don't try to
happening?
nickname. Then Ed will give you one right now.
This is like Space Odyssey.
I know. What if I
Like
call
Buddy's
you
talking to the
CPU?
computer.
Why?
It's like CPU, only
I'm sure
neater.
everyone's seen Space Odyssey.
Ed is short for Edward Wong Hao Pepelutivruski the Fourth. Ed made it up, you know. Nice to meet.
Our prime target is a
Wow.
hacker named Radical Edward, a very heavy hitter.
Accomplished
Great. I
nothing.
don't have a profile on this guy.
Yes, I do.
First off, I don't think he's a guy.
Well, at least Ein likes him.
I still don't know what these things are. Hey!
Radical Edwards' profile. He's a 7-foot-tall ex-basketball pro, Hindu guru, drag queen alien.
Yep, all those things.
Back then, there were many ancient
This is
carvings
so
like this.
weird.
Two? What's wrong?
This is... The police are jamming my signal.
What?
Okay.
Empu! Hey!
Well, well, score one for the cops. We're not the only ones tracking Radical Edward. Hmm?
Hey guys, found your bounty head.
What the? Huh?
Bebop! Guess
Bebop.
what? Nobody hacked into
It's
that
Ed.
satellite. The data proves there's no break-in.
Since when do we have an interactive channel?
We don't. This is a hack job done in real time.
Who is this kid?
We'll send you MPU's data so you can see.
Wait a minute. What's MPU?
A friend of Edward.
I love this
What are
shot.
you saying? That you know
They're friends,
Edward?
so they're all in the same shot.
Because Edward is Edward.
Huh?
There's no time for games. What's up with that satellite?
Well, I could just tell you, I suppose. But then I'd want a favor in return.
A favor? Yeah. We can talk about that later. Now cut to the chase. What do you know?
There's no later.
So the CPU on an abandoned satellite just decides to do some laser carvings all on its own.
Oh, yeah? That's bizarre.
It gets more bizarre. This is
How
a weather
bizarre?
satellite,
How
so
bizarre?
no one has even thought
How
of
bizarre?
checking it.
Then the bounty's not on a person. It's on that satellite.
Since MPU's access codes can't be used anymore, you'll have to actually go to the satellite.
And do what?
Destroy the transmitters it uses to communicate with the other satellites in the network. Then create a direct link and download MPU. Easy, huh? Oh, I almost forgot. You can't use your computers for flying or shooting.
What's that? Do it all manually?
If you don't, all the attack satellites will pick up your signal and open fire. There's zillions of them and they've all got kill lasers. Wow, is this too hard for you?
I love the excited inflection.
More like impossible. It's like trying to play baseball without a bat. Hey, where you going?
Now this is the kind of stuff I like.
There we go. Spike's on board now.
Connect D7 to number 2. That way you can fire the lasers without the computer.
I'm trusting you on this.
Listen, don't use missiles unless you have to. They're expensive.
Yeah, right.
1200 to target. All right, prepare to shut down your computer. You'll only have one chance.
That's all I'm gonna need.
Do not miss your chance to blow.
And you can give us the data to prove this. That satellite was acting all on its own. It's the bounty head. There's no hacker.
Ed can prove it, no problem. But
Stop
remember, Ed wants a
referring
favor in return.
yourself
If you do
to
it,
Ed.
I won't take any of the reward.
Oh, well now, aren't you a nice
What's the
kid?
favor?
Someone.
You hit it?
Did you?
No, it saw me coming. An attack satellite blocked my laser blast.
Block my laser blast.
Then we have to take out all the satellites in the sector.
You've got to be kidding.
If we don't, they'll take us out. Huh?
Jet, approach to 20 meters of MPU. The attack satellites won't fire when you're that close.
Then what?
Have Faye act as a decoy to cover. Why me?
Thanks, Faye.
Yeah, Faye. Appreciate you. Oh, he's there.
Hurry up! They're all closing in.
She's all yours.
MPU? MPU! MPU!
Oh, Ed. Ed. We meet again.
MPU, they have a bounty out on you.
Bounty?
Yes, but we'll just make a copy of you. Then we'll let them catch the copy and you'll be safe.
Safe.
You must be lonely out there, MPU.
This is
if you let us
such
download you, you'll be
Space
with us
Odyssey.
and we'll be your friends.
Friends.
Friends?
It's not scary here.
And so, we have a strange ending to a strange case. The criminal was apprehended. It turned out to be a spy satellite disguised as a weather satellite, launched before the gate catastrophe that wrecked the Earth's surface. According to archives recovered from the period, the satellite was programmed to self-activate in the absence of command.
We have money though.
Well, it was the perfect excuse for the cops to go on a hacker hunt, huh? They love these crackdowns. But I still don't know why it carved pictures of weird creatures and all. What in the world was that all about, huh?
That's easy. It was lonely, so it drew some friends.
Hey! I'm down here! Hurry up! Hurry! Promise!
Let's go! Come on, Jet, now!
Ed keeps yelling something about a promise?
Some promises are made to be broken, in fact. Most
No.
are. Now, come on! Lift off!
Not coming for Ed, ooh la la.
Coming back.
Where are we going down there? What's going on?
Just what did you promise the kid, Faye?
Gonna take Ed along.
She promised Ed that Ed could become a real member of Bebop. What does it all mean?
No bounty?
News. They won't pay no bounty on no computer, no how.
Oh, to the guys who caught it, my heart goes out to you.
Jet, do you know that there are 3 things
What
that
did
I
we-
particularly hate?
What do we do this episode?
Kids,
Mhm.
animals, and women with attitudes.
We got them all now.
So tell me, Jet,
Why do we have all 3 of them neatly gathered in our ship?
Ed loves Yokos.
And once again, we get no bounty. Not a single wulong.
Hey, you're a girl!
Like I said,
Yeah, we knew
nothing
this.
good ever comes from Earth.
And that was episode 9 of Cowboy Bebop, Jamming with Edward. I gotta be honest, I didn't love the episode. I don't think it was bad. I just don't... I mean, it was a massive step down from episode 8. I would kind of consider it in the realm of sort of the episode 2. I don't know. I don't get too excited about like hacker stuff and it's the computer. I appreciated the reference to Space Odyssey. I kind of like that, but I don't know. It didn't really do it for me. I'm excited to have a new character on board and Ed. I think that'll be cool and see where the dynamic goes with that. Because one of my favorite things that we've done with Faye and Spike is how we've grown the relationship since episode 3 when we met her to now. And it's like that one shot when they were like talking to Ed on the camera. I was like, oh, they're like a unit. Like it actually feels like a group. Like that was the first shot where I'm going to assume that all 3 of them were just like together. And I was like, boom, we're a unit. Team Bebop, the squad. So it'd be cool maybe to see how Edward moves along into it. But as a standalone episode, I just think it was kind of a vehicle just to get Ed on board and nothing else. The lore, the story behind it, I didn't find it particularly interesting. And I was just sort of, let's do this to get to the next thing. I don't mean to be like super negative. It wasn't even bad. It was just, I don't know, kind of forgettable, especially after how amazing last episode was. To have sort of none of those moments in this one is a little disappointing. But, I mean, yeah, I guess the best way to move on is to move on and see what we do. Obviously, I'm not out on the show or anything. That'd be ridiculous. And I know I'm just my tone is kind of just because I am disappointed in this one episode. I'm not disappointed in the show or like what's been happening. I was just kind of like, oh man, like yeah, it's like episode 2 again, or it might be my least favorite episode they've done. Doesn't mean I guess it doesn't mean it's bad. It's just my least favorite. Like if like a C plus, a C, B minus, that kind of when we just had an A. So that was episode 9, Jamming with Edward. I will see you guys in double digits next episode. We're almost we're about 1/3 of the way done the show, so we'll be in the big 2 digits with episode 10 next week. So I will see you guys then. I hope you all have a great one, and bye.